Mild sleep deprivation. That's how I'm feeling. It's been a while. Hello, since I've done live streaming late in the evening on a Friday or a Saturday. It's been months. And I'm tired. Good morning, Matthew. I'm very tired. Very, very tired. But y'all know how I am about commitments. I don't care how tired I am. If I say I'm going to do something, then I'm going to do it. Even if it makes me make exaggerated yawning and exasperated sounds. So, hello, Megwalas. I know for some of y'all it's been a while since you've seen me, and for others, not so much. Y'all saw me yesterday, or you see me when I'm doing things around on the internets. You know. Hopefully you're doing well wherever you may be. So, hello, Brianna. Hello, Andrea. Hello, Matthew. Hi, TJ. Hi, Amaya. You made me yawn. Sorry. Didn't mean it. I have new glasses on, you guys. Have you seen my new shades? They're pretty impressive. I just got finished having a very interesting dream. Because for the rest of you normal folks, this would be time where you'll eventually crawl into sleep. I took a nap. I had a meeting this morning, and then I went back to sleep for a very brief 40-minute nap. And now I have this work, and then later today I have more work. There's always work, but I didn't work yesterday. I kind of just punched around, live streamed with my sister while she was drunk, which was hilarious, and chatted with a handful of you yesterday. Them glasses is fire, mama. Well, thank you, claustrophobic octopus. I appreciate it. You said my name right. I have a cousin with the same name. I literally just came here to tell you your glasses were nice right when you said they were new, because you are right. It is bedtime. Not me. Overnight shift. So a lot of coffee. Whew. Graveyard shifts. So before I get into doing recording, because my voice needs to wake up. I'm not sick. I'm just sleepy as hell. How are you doing where you are? Have you heard the news that Amber, about 22 minutes ago, perhaps an hour, announced that she didn't renew her contract with SM Entertainment, which basically means FX is over? Heard that? Maybe you hadn't. Maybe you had. If not, you know now. You know now whether or not you wanted to know. And it was Jungkook's birthday. So, a lot of ARMY were all over the place. Both real passive and ain't nobody asked for you Justin Bieber-esque levels. So that was fun. What? Why? She just chose not to, after being there for as long as she has been, to be able to have the freedom to be able to do what you want to do after having the obligations and responsibilities of being tied to a label, somewhat inevitable. So she did what she needed to do. She's set. She's got a platform of her own. She can be an entertainer for as long as she wants without any confines. Maybe she has a label of her own, or maybe she'll join one that allows her to do some different things. So I wish we would have had one more FX album, but they gave the fans a lot of fan service not too long ago with SM Town in Japan. It wasn't all 4 of them, but it was better than nothing. The llama is finally free. I mean, they low-key bent over, haven't had an OT4 comeback in forever. Yeah, and at SM, taking that long to have a comeback is a reflection of things being done. So I didn't feel as certain as this being done as I did when 21 came back and performed at Mama's. Like, it felt like a goodbye. Their most recent performance didn't feel like it. So it is what it is. I've been stuck in an X1 loop. I know they've recently debuted or preparing for a debut, but I've not listened to them yet. It'll be a long time before I catch any of the rookies from this year, I do believe. I think I won't catch 2019 rookies until well into 2020 when I go back. And really, it's not been an airplane all day. And I can hear in my sleep because I don't sleep well. There's been dogs scratching and playing. I've heard the new neighbors talking, but not a plane. And now there is one. Now there is. I have a feeling that there will be a huge rise in independent artists in Hollywood in the coming years. Quite possibly. I mean, there already is a lot, but I think what we're going to see happen is, yes, there'll be a lot of independent ones, but it's going to be even more aggressive competition for acknowledgement and sustainability as an artist here. It's an overabundance of indie artists as there would be in any country. But there's a lot of indie artists with fabulous music and whatnot, but they're not making those massive conglomerate entertainment company dollars. For some, that's enough. For some people, you know, just the pleasure and passion of music and making what you want to make and entertaining who you want to entertain is sufficient. For others, it can be a hard fall when you were a part of one of those large companies. We'll see. They debut on the 27th. All right, so it's coming soon for them. Oh, all right, good. My voice is starting to warm up. That way we can record. So, first and foremost, shout out to my Patreon patrons who might be in here or watching this later. They are hello LDML. They are most certainly a huge aspect of keeping me accountable for making sure we get back on Multifacetedacg present an album a day, better known as hashtag A3Day. When I was actively doing it. It's currently only available on one platform, which is Anchor, and you can watch it on YouTube when I do the live recordings, but it's going to have to be a much more aggressive push in 2020. Not right now. Not right now. I'm still going to do the work, but in terms of making sure there's greater distribution and things of that sort, it's going to have to take a little bit more. I don't have the listening capacity that one would if they weren't solely attached to having to do it on Anchor. That makes it no bueno, no fun. Can't find me on iTunes, can't find me on Google Play just yet. But that's going to change. You know, I don't just stick with something and accept it how it is. It always has a path of progression. Hello, Amber. Hello, Harold. So when I left off on the recordings, let me go visit the public site. When I left off on the recordings, we were completely finished with the catalog of 2 a.m. At this point in time, I think I owe a final recording. Auto distribution, it does, but I'm recording from Korea, so it might not be as the same. Some of the podcasts that I started with them, I started in America. So at this point, with me have starting this April of this year here, it just hasn't picked up the momentum to be distributed just yet. I also started it in the midst of Spotify acquiring it. So, you know, it is what it is. Like, I don't get to do the sponsored ads and things of that sort unless I put a VPN on here, which wouldn't kill me to do so, but whatever. Given the circumstance that I have 3 podcasts I'm responsible for, 3 podcasts I'm responsible for, one that records very sporadically, one that we record well in advance, but one is sick We've had some schedule changes and whatnot that's been hard. And then this went on full hiatus when I was pissed off with YouTube. It's okay if it's not syndicated. But I'm gonna get the buzz that I need and want from it next year. No qualms about it. With me pulling off of YouTube more, I'll be on here once a month with content. I'll still live stream. You all will still be able to access me that way. But I believe I'll be making longer form content so that once a month is more worthwhile to be on here. You might have all of my offerings shoved into one video. Lives will be ruined. Here's a letter, a fangirl version, and whatever else, or it might be some expansive story time. Being able to do that and take more time to edit those out of house. Well, it's in house, but it's not me doing it. That allows me to have more time to promote and edit this as a content creator, because this is what's going to give me more validity as a historian in the fandom. I'm long distanced myself from being a reactor. Now I'm just somebody who makes K-pop content. But I value being a historian, being able to regurgitate all of this stupid information about all of this, with the exception of artists that came out in the past 10 months. Honest to goodness, I've not been actively on it. There's a lot of things that have happened in my life and in my company behind the scenes that have distracted from it, on top of me not being able to go to concerts and things because of where I'm located in Daegu and Korea, enjoying putting shit on weekdays, weirdos. So for now, it's not syndicated, but I left off on 2 a.m. and to my knowledge, I recorded everything for them. So maybe there was something that's pending in edits, because I finished their discography and we're on our way to 2 p.m. That's what I had intentions of recording today. So let me go in here and look and see what happened. Did I not do my final assessment of their entire catalog? I swear I did. I swear that I did. Oh, girl, you're looking at the wrong group. You're looking at 2 p.m. Too eager. I'm eager to get started. I'm eager to jump in. I'm eager to do it. Go over to 2 a.m. and look at their discography. I did every album. Did I not? Did I not? And furthermore, I'm only focusing on Korean albums. Not English, not Mandarin, not Japanese. Only Korean albums of groups first, by alphabetical order, with at least 3 albums under their belt. And then moving on to soloists, then to other genres. So I'll be in this for a while. Saint O'Clock, Voice, One Spring Day. Okay, I see Saint O'Clock, One Spring Day, Can't Let You Go Even If I Die, plus what? Plus I Was Wrong, F. Scott Fitzgerald's Way of Love, Nocturne. I mean, did I not? What up, homie? What up? How you doing? Coffee Black? One Spring Day, Let's Talk. Is Let's Talk Japanese? Is that why I didn't do it? Let's Talk. I did this. I know I did. So where's proof? It's got to have proof in the pudding. Because that's their last one. I Was Wrong was a reissue. Extended plays, Can't Let You Go Even If I Die, Nocturne. Okay, whatever. So we're going to do in this live work session the recording for Let's Talk, giving my overview of that and then my overview of their full catalog. I cannot understand. I remember making notes. So let me go into Google Drive and see where I put that, because I definitely listened to all of this. I was like amped up about 2 p.m. Amber asked, oh my God, so right about weekday concerts, sit down with that. Woo, the EPA. Yeah. Weekday concerts are ridiculous. TV show filmings, weekday. Fan meets, weekday. I did not live my best K-pop life in 2018, 2019. Like, the last thing I went to in 2018 Well, no, I still had a good moment. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't want to sound like I was only out here for that. Like, y'all know that isn't the case. My moment this year was being able to land free tickets to take myself and two friends to see Twice and BTS at an overall performance. So it wasn't a full-fledged concert, but two of them had never seen BTS live and one of them had never seen Twice live. So it was really cool to be able to share that with them. That was a win. Um, but beyond that, I didn't do all the things I intended to do this year. I knew it was going to be a slow year in terms of concert attendance and what, because I needed to prepare for other things. These airplanes, oh my God, y'all, like, I picked to record now because I know that Sundays were quiet. Uh, so August pissed me off to no end, ladies and gents and thems. It infuriated me quite a bit. It's a very frustrating, extremely disappointing month in a lot of ways. And it's still August in America, but it's September here now. And I made a plan to do something where I knew it wouldn't be an inconvenience in terms of audio quality and whatnot. I know when my neighbors are gone and all of that. And planes are just flying over as if August was not finished, pissing me off. So I'm not happy. And I've not been happy for several weeks now. But sometimes it's nothing you can do about that. You just have to push forward and get over it. Matthew says he works next to Miami Airport. So, oh my God, I can only imagine the amount of noise you hear. So, right click the show, edit history. There's an abundance of. Yeah, here's the score. Like, I made a score for it and everything. Like, all right. Well, no bigs. We'll do it now. It's not the end of the world. Feels like it a little bit because I want to scream, but it's not. Hello, Melissa. So we're going to listen to it again. Good thing that, oh, let me give you all my own channel disclaimer. Nothing is monetized on my channel anymore. I have voluntarily demonetized because I don't want YouTube taking more of the little ass coins that I have. And they were going back and historically demonetizing things anyway. So if in the event you come back and you watch this later and you see there's an ad either before, in between, or at the end of it, it has nothing to do with me. That means that the music that was played publicly, the labels associated with it either requested to take my coins or they're going to take it down completely. Rat bastards. So now that I've gotten that out of the way, you're fully aware of the way that the game of YouTube works at this moment. It's total garbage. It was total garbage. It's really giving me chronic deja vu because I know I've recorded something and I can't find it. It's jacking with me. Maybe this is it right here. Hold on, let's see. Reggie says, "Scream, let it out. I'm late as heck, but hi, Ashley. Hey, I haven't been on here long, so hey. Hello, hey, Oni. I see you. Hey, Dongtang. All right, I swear I've done this, you guys. Maybe this is it. Let's see. Hey, y'all. Wow, I started this with my multifaceted ACG intro. Never mind that. Really weird to hear myself speaking when I'm speaking. Like, so yesterday I had that moment where I was kind of flip flopping with 2AM because we started with their studio albums instead of the EPs, extended plays. And I said I wasn't sure if I was going to go through those or not. And it kind of rolled down to I had to because their reissued album, I Was Wrong, which was released March 18th, 2010, is just an extension of their first EP, Can't Let You Go Even If I Die. Lord Jesus, that's a heck of a title. And that came out January 21st, 2010. That's the album that was associated with their first music show win. They won on Ikigayo with that. So even though their first album, their actual studio album, was October 26th, 2010, and that's obviously months down the line, they had already had something on the scene before, again with Big Hit. So K-pop fans on a scale of 1 to 5, with 5 being, I'm trying to remember this off the top of my head. I usually read it. 5 being a major listen, and I know that's incorrect. And a 1 not worth mentioning. The A3Day rating on this is a solid 4. All right, so that's not it. So that means we have to record it now. Wow. Okay. So it looks like the trajectory of things, ladies and gents and thems, is that we're going to listen to Let's Talk, the final album from 2AM when they were on JYP Entertainment, the official transition from being at Big Hit over to JYP. And it was their final release under the label. So it was their first and their last. Yes, I did hear Ember left. We spoke about it just a little peg back. So yes, I did. So I hope that you enjoy listening to this lovely album. It's not very long. I said it's not very long, and then I look at the time and I'm like, it's 45 minutes. The album is 45 minutes, but we're going to listen to a few things on here. This is driving me that crazy to know that I've recorded something and it's gone. This might be a reflection of when I had the major crash of my computer and some things decided to leave me for life. I back up things, but my external hard drive is over there and I'm over here. And I just don't feel like it. I just don't feel like it. This is so bogus. I back up quite a bit of my stuff within the cloud and on an external hard drive, because just because you have a cloud drive don't mean that it won't abandon you. Let's just check. Because I can't get over the fact that I remember talking about this album and the solo tracks on it. Hard drive, where are you? There we go. Oh, I had to get up. Damn. All right. I've had whole ass shows disappear before. So it only takes, one trauma per platform, because it used to be just one trauma, but then you go and you start trusting something and it laughs at you in the face and be like, surprise, and kills off whatever it was you was working on. Okay. Work with me thing. This is an important trial. I thought we was going to be bopping to 2 p.m. My body was ready. My mind, soul, spirit. And I don't feel like going back down Ballad King Lane. I just don't, when I feel like I've done the work already. But that's okay. TJ says we're out here creating our own spaces, making moves in these streets. I'm tired of making moves all the doggone time. Sometimes in the process of being a trailblazer, of being a leader, of being a tastemaker, whatever, words you would like to use for it. Sometimes you just don't feel like it. Some stuff you like, why it ain't already existing? Why do I have to be the one? A project that we worked on very heavily earlier in this year with another company, like they've been gone. It's not that they ghosted us, it's just they got a lot of stuff on their plate too. So now I'm trying to find a more proactive way of being able to make something happen that needs to happen. There's other things similar, but they are not quite the same. So they're not going to accommodate nor cater to the needs and spaces that said project is going to need. And sometimes you just get so tired of having to be the one, capital T, capital O, trademark. You get tired of being the one sometimes. Sometimes you want to be able to join into someone else's vision and support that and nurture that. And that's not the path that was laid off for me at all. So I don't feel like creating own spaces right now. I feel like falling into another one and blending in for a change instead of having to be the torchbearer just for a moment, just for a damn moment. And it's not even working on some personal stuff. So although I get it, and it's a good thing to be at times, it's not the top, so I can't say it's lonely at the top. It's a freaking burden that you don't anticipate having to bear. I snorted when you said rat bastards, and my housemate thought I sneezed. It's a good snort. Mood. I have video games. Save the game every 5 minutes. Flashbacks. Yes, when I'm playing The Sims, when I live stream me playing The Sims on my private Instagram, I'm saving fairly frequently on there. Literally, I save every 15 minutes now. Especially now that my tiny house is on there. That's very important to me. All right, so the external hard drive has done what it's going to do. Let's go in there, disappoint ourselves right quick by looking for something that I think I recorded but might not be, or it's actually in there and I just didn't upload it because I'm Ashley Griffin, and if it's not a task that has a Monday deadline, I'd suddenly forget. Judge me not. All right, let's go into Miss Blink. Oh no, not Miss Blink, girl. I'm thinking of Miss Blink as my nickname, not as me as the producer. I need to go look for Mac G on YouTube, because that's me. All right, podcasts. I feel like Diddy when he's hitting the glass. Come out and play. Oh, all these episodes. Oh boy. A lot of episodes. Amino for the gram. Stuff that I do strictly for that. Merch, reactions. If any of you have ever... Ashley, what happened to all of your YouTube reactions? They're gone. They're on a mighty big folder. I still have them. They're just sitting there. I don't know what's going to happen with them. I don't know if I'm going to go back to putting them on YouTube just for me to get yelled at by the algorithm or whatnot, but I do have them. They're not gone. The majority of them. Some are gone. There's nothing I can do about it. Why would this be here? Why would this be here? Apps, background music for YouTube. I got a lot of crap in here, y'all. Oh, because I'm looking in the wrong folder. I'm like, why is that? Because it's not in there. Lord. Honestly, mood, sometimes you just want to relax and not have to bust your back trying to come up with solutions all the time. Yeah, I hear that too. It can be absolutely exhausting to be the one who's at the front, especially when you don't want to be the one creating what you need to make sure the vision is right. In some instances, I'm perfectly fine with contributing my thoughts on how something can improve. But suffice it to say, I never wanted to be the leader. I just always am. I'm the default one because people can sniff it out in me. Some people believe leaders are born. Some believe leaders are made. And I'm not picking which side of the argument I'm on with that. What I will say is it's more evident with some people than others. And it's always been, I'm not up my nose, I'm on the side. And it's always been the case with me. No one allows me to maintain a level of introversion. They think that something's wrong if I'm not like talking or entertaining or whatever the case may be, because this is the environment that people see me in and they're like, gosh, you're really good at it. Like public speaking is easy for you. Speeches is easy for you. You command people's attention very well and and I always have, but it don't mean I want to. So when you have a lot of things going on in the kitchen and none of them are doing what you needed to do, like the food is okay, nobody's starving, but it could be so much more fulfilling. You want to take time and focus on one dish until you've perfected it and then go back to the other ones, but that's not the ecosystem with which we exist in or that I've developed. So that's not why I'm sleepy though. Like I'm not saying that to like imply, oh, I'm so exhausted from it. It contributes, but that ain't why I'm sleepy. I'm sleepy because I only got 3 hours of sleep because I finished this amazing book last night. It was so good, and I have a lot of things I need to take care of today. So that's why I'm tired. It's not like I'm feeling exhaustion from responsibility. It's a different type of exhaustion that I'm feeling in that regard. Forgot to back up something very important. Is still recovering. Hashtag same. Woo woo. Finally caught alive. LOL in ages. It's been a while since I've been on here. Introversion, that's an option of us. Said with the greatest of sarcasm. Yeah. It's an option. And I just very solidly present as an extrovert. I do well in it because I can target down what I need to accomplish, what I'm trying to do. With that being said, we've been on here for 30 minutes now, and I've not found proof of what I thought I've done in my head. Hence, therefore, we will be recording. So let's enjoy the musical stylings of some of this album, because I'm not about to commit a full 45 minutes to listening to it. Name of the book, please, is called, I keep having moments where I lose my English. Oh my God, bear with me. Hold on. Skykeep. It's the second in a series from a series called The Free Wrench. I will tell you the author's name because it's awesome stories that he writes. I'm reading more than one of his stories right now, one of his collections. Ooh, my English. Joseph R. Lalo. He's a fantasy writer. He is writing this, well, he wrote this novel called The Book of Deacon. I freaking love it. I am getting ready to read the third in that installment, which is the final, but there's all these auxiliary stories about some of the characters. So that's where I started with him. And then he released Free Wrench for free. I was like, oh, okay, I'll read about it. And basically this woman named Nita, who's basically my color, joins this pirate ship, honestly, in exchange for being able to access a location to get medicine to help save her mother's life. And in the process of trying to do it, Nita finds out that the people who are holding on to the antidote to save her are not the most helpful people. And it unravels. So Skykeep, I finished it at 4 a.m. today, and it was very much worth it. It was rip roaring, like you felt the action in what you were reading. So I'm looking forward to reading the third part of the story very soon. All right, let's do this. Let's talk 2 a.m. So for those who are just popping in and they're like, what is this? We are going to listen to the final album from 2 a.m. while they were on JYP Entertainment. It was entitled Let's Talk. The album still lives. It's not like music dies when put on audio. So Let's Talk 2 a.m. It was released October 30th, 2014. So we're coming up on an anniversary for this. And they were originally with Big Hit while Big Hit was still under the armpit of JYP. And they fully left the distribution of that and came over to JYP. And it ended up being the last one that they did. Not because there were like issues or whatnot. Their distribution was mutually shared between Big Hit and JYP the vast majority of their career, but they decided it was time to branch out. Some of them signed to other labels and things of that sort and explored other projects. So we're going to jam to a few things on it. One thing that is consistent with 2 a.m. albums is they usually have a strong introduction, about a minute long. Sometimes it's instrumental, sometimes it's harmonies. It's really nice. Yeah, it's really nice to hear. So I missed a couple of comments. Hold on while I was giving you that explanation. Give me a second. Gonna scroll. Don't spark this writing itch this evening. You got 500 things going on already. So, like, I'm not the spark. That's just you wanting to find something to do. I'll DM you later on Instagram about the author name and stuff. 4 a.m. up and read and love it. Have you read Children of Blood and Bone by Tommy Adiani? Have not, because I'm new to steampunk and fantasy. This usually isn't what I read. I read like FBI, books and whatnot that are very graphically violent, or I read ridiculous humor ones. For a good stretch of time, all that I was listening to or reading were business associated, and I needed a break from that so desperately. There is a such thing as too much empowerment. You can get way too big in your britches and think that you can do far more than you have the capacity to do. And I think my team is starting to sense that there's been a shift in that focus with me, because I'm very tentative about the things that we do. Some things they can't afford for me to sit too long on making a decision with my business partners. And other things we got to be much more snappy about. So that's me toning down ambition. I want to emphasize the importance of finessing and correcting before moving on to the next thing. My dad read Stephen King. My mom reads Nora Roberts. I like fantasy. There you go. I never read Stephen King because the length of his books and the depth with which they go, I feel like it's gonna freak me the hell out. And I've read some Nora Roberts. Used to read Danielle Steele because my mom read it and I thought it was dope. It's not for me. All right. Let's talk. If you want a book that will have you wanting to shake imaginary characters, check out Eon and Iona by Alyssa Goodman. I don't want to shake nobody. That's another reason why I don't read like romance novels, because I don't feel like pissing myself off. It's going to drive me crazy. Like, I don't want to have to feel like I got to whoop your ass because y'all needed to figure out your own poopity doop. All right. Here is the introduction to the album. It's called 2 a.m. for You.
Time to listen to this song. 널 위해 널 했던 시간들 이 마음이 내 마음 전해줄 수 있게 I will begin again 오랫동안 기다렸어 우주 나의 기다림 노래 전할게 I will always stay here for you.
So, like I said, sometimes they start their albums with the instrumental, sometimes they start with harmonies. And they basically said in the lyrics, a lie. They lied. Basically, they were saying, please listen to this song. It's been made for you. We'll always be here for you. And then they weren't. They were not. So those were the beautiful harmonies of the introduction to that. The lead track from this was called Days Like Today, and they also have Over the Destiny. We're going to listen to Days Like Today because, again, like, I don't want to be in the doldrums. Like, I'm not always a fan of okay, not even that. I'm more frequently not a fan of ballads. I don't need nothing slow that's gonna make me sleepy or get in my feels. I don't like that. Now I'm over here having a Beyonce moment with this wind, but it got hot. It really did. Let's see. Nora Roberts writes as J.D. Robb. That's what I read. I don't read Nora Roberts. I read J.D. Robb books. And the series is a mystery series set in the late 2050s. The main character is a homicide cop. If you want to, it's a great fantasy novel and all the characters are black. Yeah, the longest Stephen King book was 1,153 pages. See, I read Atlas Shrugged out of boredom one summer, and like, when you read something that long, like, you don't know what to do with yourself when you're finished. And I'll never forget just feeling like emptiness and sadness because you've been reading this book for weeks, for months. So I'm apprehensive because he gonna stick with me. I don't need that. Okay, harmonies, hashtag right. My soul briefly left my body when those harmonies hit. Understandably so. They're phenomenal. They really are. That was beautiful. Okay, 2 a.m. So sad. Like, right? I'm sad. And I don't feel like it. So let's get into days like today. 오늘 따라 다 두개 산티굿. So 오늘 따라. Here we go. It's probably gonna be a commercial first because yeah, I'm in Korea and they love their monetization. As they should. If they're getting paid. Here we go. Days like today.
그냥 그런 날이 있는 것 같아. 그냥 갑자기 너무 생각나는 날. 그 시가 흐른 것도 아닌데 술을 마신 것도 아닌데 특별한 음악이 듣거나
So I'm not saying they're always moody and depressing. Yep, like that, Brianna. They're not always sad, but still.
너는 어디서 뭘 하는지 내 생각 가끔 나는지 이런 날이 계속 있겠지 눈 감는 날까지 네 생각이 참 많이 난다 가슴에 쓸쓸한 바람이 분다 오늘따라 네 모습이 참 보고 싶다 그 밝은 미소가 또 아른거린다 사랑이 점점 깊어갔지 참아보려고 애를 썼지만 맘대로 되지가 않았지 오히려 점점 깊어갔지 더 이상 길이 없어서 이건 잘못된 걸 알아서 서로의 길로 돌아갔지 그렇게 서로를 보내줬지 너는 어디서 뭘 하는지 내 생각 가끔 나는지
So you got a good feel of that. I'm not going to play the whole song. Like, there's no reason to have my whole live stream taken down because I bopped the whole song. So I gave you 2 minutes of that. So not every song is slow, droning, baby, please love me, love me, love me. Some of them have a little bit of a bounce to it. Some of them do, and that being one of them. I don't think this one... They sold over 7,000 copies of this in Korea, but it only hit like number 6 on the Gaon charts. It just didn't do as well as it could have. Like 7,000 albums is ridiculously low. Let's go over to the second song that was their lead singles from this. So they had 2 singles, the one you just heard and then the one you're getting ready to hear, which is called Over the Destiny. Over the Destiny. That's Natana Chura. I cannot believe I said tuna. It's not. Natana Chula. Over the Destiny. Here we go. I'll give you about a minute and a half of this. You may have heard this before. This was the more popular one because Koreans like to feel like they're in emotional pain.
바라만 보는 걸로 더 바랄 게 없었네 꿈처럼 다가온 너
If you watch dramas, you've probably heard this.
내 생에 그댈 만나 그저 감사할 뿐이야 그때 수 없는 밤들을 그리며 안기며 우연히 다시 나타나 주라 그리움 전하지 못했던 바보
That's my favorite in the group singing.
다시 돌아와줘 우연히 다시 나타나 주라 잊혀져갈 그대 모습 가득히 담을 수 있게 따스한 밤볕처럼 처음처럼 다시 내게.
So there we go. So we're gonna cut that off because it's fucking depressing. It's absolutely depressing. Chongmin with them vocals. He was also he still looks like a dinosaur. Oh, I dated a man who looked just like him. Ooh, I love Chongmin. With his super strong voice. His punch you in the face voice. I adore him. We shared the same birthday. Okay, let me get it together because it has nothing to do with this. Was this in a drama? More than likely it was. But let's be real. A lot of these doggone songs from dramas all sound the same. They're very consistent about the pattern of their drama-esque ballads. They all have the same build up, the same crescendo, all of that. It's not very common. You have a lot of difference. Now I'm gonna spend half my work shift trying to figure out which drama. It might be in their notes. Let me see. No. It doesn't, but I'm certain that it's from a drama without a doubt. Oh, hold on, Chris. For whatever reason, this reminds me of a waltz. I know this, but I can't think of what drama. I can already see the MV. They got a bunch of close-ups of a single tear flowing down a beautiful man's cheek. More so than walking through a street. It's a black and white video. It's very, very pretty. I'm not too familiar with the group, but it sounds like the piano is really prominent in all their music. Drastically so. And strings. And then they did an album. They have a distinction thus far, because I'm not far into this. They have a distinction of being the only group so far on the album a day list where everything was ranked as a 4 or a 5. They have no low ranking albums. Everything has this this consistency of warmth and texture and thematic appropriateness. One Spring Day and Saint O'Clock, those two albums was back-to-back 5s. Like they are perfect. They're perfect, and they stood the test of time. One came out in 2010, one came out in 2014. That's not that long ago, but sound has drastically changed. And those albums they're perfection. They're absolute perfection. So you are right, Matthew. They really do love piano and a lot of strings. Some of their most dynamic intros are these string performances. So yeah, ballads are timeless. I mean, they are, but like, ew. I'm not saying that there's no space in my heart for ballads and whatnot. However, that's why I gravitate more towards instrumentals. That's what it is. I gravitate more towards instrumentals because there's only so many ways that you can articulate the same emotions that we all universally feel. They depressed the shit out of me. They depressed me. Longing and hoping and pining, and you can do the same with instruments. What are we talking about? We are talking about music in general. Just jump in, shruti, and grab hold where we are. Because we're going to be bouncing around a lot. This is a work session, so you're just watching me work. So yes, it's timeless and whatnot, but you can take Donny Hathaway singing I Love You More Than You'll Ever Know decades ago and then take those same lyrics and put them on something else or something similar, and it doesn't change because love doesn't change. It has the same ebbs and flows from century to century. So I gravitate more towards instrumentals, which is also why I make a lot of them. Knowing what came behind the development of a song that has no lyrics, but it still has the same chokehold on someone, that's huge for me. For others, that's just a lot of noise and bang bang, and where are the lyrics? People connect more with the poetry of it all. I connect more with the instruments. So ballads bring me the fuck down. They bring me down because it's just like, why aren't you happy? Why does love make you feel like this? So, and I've been in love and I do love things and love people. So it's not that I'm unaware of the emotion and whatnot. I just recently made something that has like rock drum fills and whatnot to express some hardships I was experiencing through love. But it don't feel, I don't feel like this shit. It don't feel like I need to be off in a corner with some Kleenex. It all hurts. Like I don't like that. Like do something with that. Take that over there. Put that over there. Leave it there. Leave it there. Please leave it there. Oh, it's giving me cootie feelings. I don't like it. And that's Ashley's breakdown of why she doesn't listen to ballads. Freaking dork. Nocturne. Did I spell that right? Of course not. Of course not. Oh man, for me, I like, so like a ballad, the singer needs to make me feel some sort of way. Otherwise, I feel like it's the same song. Ew, yeah, it makes me feel cootie-esque. It makes me feel like cooties. There are some songs that as soon as I can hear the first sliver of a note, like I just know that it's going to send me. But it ain't my go-to jam. I promise y'all it's not. 2019, that's when I finished that. June 4th, 2019. Let's Talk will be done today. All right. I genuinely don't feel like recording the review of that album without going through it again. What I do with these is I have to listen twice. I listen passively just to see if a song impacts me or whatnot, and then I come back and I really listen for how the vocals are arranged, the lyrics. That's a hard part because some of the words in Korean I've never heard before, depending upon how old the song is or something. So I have to go back and really look and find an appropriate mix of the lyrics so that I can break it down and understand. That way I can give my solid opinion. And each episode of An Album a Day starts with a disclaimer. It always does. And this disclaimer is loud as shit. I meant to edit it, but at this point, whatever. Just go deaf hearing it. So this is my disclaimer as we get ready to move over into 2 p.m. because that's what I wanted. That's what I thought I was doing today. An Album a Day is my exploration into the Korean music scene. This podcast will cover mainstream, indie, and some underground artists within the scene and provide both factual and opinionated commentary. The biggest benefit to sharing my thoughts this way is that it will hopefully expose you to more great music and exploration of your own. That's my disclaimer. It's at the beginning of every single episode. You sound like a Capricorn talking about ballads and your feelings. Yeah, but I'm not. I'm a Taurus. All right, 2 p.m. Oh, I've been so ready for this because I own a lot of their discography. Like, oh my god, I've been ready for this. I use music like a drug. When I'm up, music is hype, and when I'm down, the music is moody. Sometimes angry, sometimes just chill, jazzy when I'm thinking or need to calm down. Same vibes. 2 p.m. is a South Korean boy band formed by JYP Entertainment. The current members are Jun K, formerly known as Shunsu, Nickun, Taekyung, fine as hell, Woo Young, oh you fine, Junho, fine too, and Chamsung, who I usually don't remember the name because he's the magne and I don't be checking for him. Former leader was Park Jae-bum, aka J Park of AOMG. He officially left the band in early 2010. They debuted in 2008. They've been on the scene for a while. And they were actually a part of one massive group called One Day, which was putting them as the brother group of 2AM. That's what makes it so fun to have done these, because they were inevitably going to be back to back because I'm in the twos. And the next two group after this is 21. And literally, 21 was in my dream last night. They were in my dream, and I was gross sobbing. Like, but 2PM, that's where we are right now. The history of 2PM starts when Korean musician Park Jin-young formed an 11-member band known as One Day, but eventually split it into two as 2PM and a similar but independent group known as 2AM. 2PM debuted with the song 10점 만점에 10점, 10 points out of 10 points, which showcased their acrobatic dance skills, aka Got 7 Senior. They achieved their first #1 single with Again and Again, Again and Again. I can't wait to listen to these. Both singles featured on their first studio album, the first album, 1:59 p.m., released in 2009. The band went on to release another Korean album known as Hands Up in 2011. They made their Japanese debut later that year with Republic of 2PM. After more than a year, the group returned in 2013 with their third studio album, Grown. It was Grown AF! In early September 2014, 2PM returned with their fourth studio album, Go Crazy, which I bump often. On 15 June 2015, 2PM made a comeback with their fifth studio album, number 5, after much anticipation. 2PM returned on September 13th, 2016 with their sixth studio album, Gentleman's Gang. Since July 2017, the group has been on an official hiatus because they're all enlisting. But boy, when they come back. Sorry, that was a loud ass note. So, I got on the scene with them because of Heartbeat. You couldn't tell me that debut album, the countryness is coming out. I said debut. You couldn't tell me that debut album wasn't slapping. You couldn't tell me. I got on it in 2012. So they were already 3 years in and 3 albums in. And I have Hands Up, like I got it. I don't have their Japanese albums. I don't have a lot of artists' Japanese albums. It's just for Vicks and Girls' Generation. I got theirs. But because I like my artists. Anywho, I'm about to get into something that had nothing to do with anything. 1:59 p.m. was the damn debut. So I'm really excited to listen to it again. I keep screaming because I'm a dork. Oh, they're all fine. But some of them like stupid fine. Okay. Going back to your comments. My OG grown man. I only knew that one 2PM song, Baby I'll Be. I'm a Scorpio, but I'm a ballad addict. They're all fine. That's what I got from that. They all fine. Even the Magne is. It's just I don't pay him no attention. But that Tech, Tech took my whole sanity from me in a concert years ago. LOL, you can't stand a JYP group and have not heard 10 out of 10. It's impossible. They all gonna do the performance of it at some point. LOL, right? And Rain's songs, but we're not on the soloists. That's gonna be a heart attack talking about him too. I'm gonna say you're a Taurus. I'm an Aries. We're both always right, but Aries love crowing about it. We think we always right. Taurus's issue is the fact that once our mind is made up, that's that. Like, we'll accept that you have your own opinions and your own thoughts and all of that, but if you think you're going to come over here and change ours, that's where, no. Oh, you'll change your mind. The fuck I won't. So we're really committed to that. Attitoy is a bop. Hands Up is also my shiznits. Listen, Attitoy was a jam. That boy now he fine. Don't get me started on B-Ray. Yeah. I'm going to have to add this Magne to the Demon Sin Child sit in the corner list. He wouldn't be a Sin Child because he might be older than you, low key. He might be more growneth than youeth, perhapseth. Let's see, how old is he now? Hwang Chan-sung is 29 years old with a very stern chin. Like, I like the shape of his face now in adulthood more than anything. But he just never did it for me. There are some moments on this album that y'all gonna hear where these notes don't have a solid follow through at all. It don't matter. It don't keep it from being my jam. It don't matter at all. So we're gonna go find it. Probably I'm gonna be 20. Okay, so y'all close. Y'all close. Man, Chun Sung was the first idol I saw dance to take you down. Memories. It was their song Electricity that got me when I watched my first K-drama Dream High. And then, of course, Tech just took my body and soul with his fat ass. Don't matter. You act, baby. You look, baby. You, baby. All right, so we're going to get into it. Ashley's so excited to talk about this album. After having to listen to ballads for like days on end, literally every single day, I was like, man, I can't wait to get to something happy. So, um, it starts with this really, really nice introduction. As a minute and 3 seconds of Tech just talking. And then it jumped right in the Heartbeat. Heartbeat was not their first single from this album. It really was 10 out of 10. They released that August 29th. Then they followed it up with Again and Again and Again and Again. And then Tired of Waiting, they dropped that in November. And then Heartbeat came out November 10th. And oh boy, like if you've heard my fangirl version of that doggone song, I was fan chanting and everything. It's my jam. It's my jam. All right. I had to plug my phone up. That's why the angle just changed. Woo! All right. So it starts with that. 10 out of 10 is track number 9 on this album. So when they put this in order, JYP had it in his mind that I'm going to come and just slug on you hoes by giving you a heartbeat that drops straight into Heartbeat. I love it. Hello, CD. Ooh, 2 p.m. 1:59 full album. I might as well pull up mine thing. No, because I want to see the video. Just no, I don't. No, I don't. No, we don't. We don't want this. We don't want this. We don't want what I'm going towards. The album had a total of 13 tracks on it. It was 46 minutes and 21 seconds. And it's fun from start to finish. This is the way that it's usually presented is about less than 40 minutes because you usually get My Heart, Heartbeat, Tired of Waiting, I Was Crazy About You, Give Me the Light, Back to You, All Night Long in their own packaging. You don't always get the whole shebang. They had a Japan special edition. They had a DVD of this too. Y'all can hear my breath speeding up because I'm getting excited. This is such a good album. Woo, I love the way that it come on. They shouldn't have gave me all this magic on an album. Oh Lord, Dream High, so good but cringy. Very cringy. It really was. Tech fine too though. Oh my freaking gosh. Those pictures of Mr. when he was in all his gear in the military. Good God almighty, he was so thick. JYP, you said my 3 favorite letters. I love Dream High. Every album since Grown has shown their maturity in the best way. It really has. It's been a good progression. There are not always wins, but it's been a good progression. I want to know what the album sounded like with Jay on it. He wasn't on the full album. So luckily, the sound that we've heard of 2 p.m. has been consistent through the majority of their career. Jay Park was only on maybe 2 or 3, and they ended up being able to really redevelop everything without him. That's why he ain't even on the 1:59 p.m. cover. They have a cover of the album that could have consisted of him, but they presented it with just the 6. They do not have a leader to this day, although Junkei and Tech are the de facto mom and dad, but they never did replace the leader that they had. Their leader will have always been their leader, even though he's gone. All right, let's get into it. I'm so excited. Okay. All right. Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Because y'all about to see me act a complete moron for no reason. See? Immediately. Heartbeat.
My
Tech took his heart out.
My heart
There was so many amazing live performances.
is still looking at you. 왜 이런지 모르겠어. 근데 멈출 수가 없어. 심장이 말을 듣질 않아. 심장이 말을 듣질 않아. Why? Why? I can't stop it now. I don't know why I'm like this.
I know why you like this.
I'm still into you.
I'm still into you.
My heart is still beating for you.
I mean, kill me dead, then let the beat drop. Let the beat drop. Ah!
Can you feel my heartbeat? Beat,
Beat, beat, beat, beat.
네가
beat, 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 beat.
밟고 떠난 심장.
아직도 치고서 그것도 너를 하는지.
잊으려고 아무리 노력해봐도 새로운 사람들을 아무리 만나봐도 계속 다시 또 다시 돌아서 왜 만나는지
안 할래, 그만할래.
아무리 내 자신을 달래고 또 달래 봐도 아무 소용이 없어 내 심장이 고장나버렸어 왜 아직도 난 이런 바보 같은 짓을 하는지 너도 날 듣는데 가슴은 왜 맘대로인지 너를 잡고 놓지를 못해 지금도 네가 나의 곁에 있는 것 같아 그를 믿지 못해 나도만 소한 곳은 열지 못하고 계속
Okay, so I'm tripping like this because this was one of the first songs I learned Korean to.
없는데 뭔지도 모른다고 왜 믿는지 가슴이 왜 말을 안 듣니 Listen to my heart beat you Listen to my heart beat you
So the song didn't age well. Even though I'm over here tripping. The song didn't age well. It most definitely sounds dated. The production quality on it is not very good. The balance of the 808 and bass line in it are not consistent, nor are they very clean, which you can hear the distortion in the speakers. So yes, I was generally losing my mind because it's nostalgic for me. This is when I was still learning the language through listening to music. So some of the things that I learned how to say weren't correct. But the excitement is still there because, I mean, Lord, this was like one of the first albums I bought of K-pop albums. So there's a genuine love for it. But from a critiquing standpoint, it doesn't, if this came on the radio right now, you would most certainly turn it. If you were unaware of who they are or, just listening to how music sounds now. This did not stand the test of time. So if I was just assessing this song on its own, it wouldn't have a high rank. The cadences of the lyrics are okay. But when you get down to the end of it, when they're like doing runs, and I'm gonna put that in quotes because it was a damn attempt. Their vocal dexterity and vocal options. Excuse me. Their vocal dexterity and options of what they were capable of doing were not there yet. And in some regards, for some of them, it's still not fulfilled 10, 11 plus years in. So no, this did not withstand the test of time, but yes, Ashley will lose her entire fiber of sanity over it. It is a damn bop for her, but for the review, this is going to have a definite impact on how the overall album played out. So we're going to go to another song that is a strong contender on the album, because on its own, it's just not. Another strong contender is this isn't it. It's on another album. So another one that'll be pretty good to an extent is called Back to You on here. This was not one of the lead singles. Again, remember they had 4, but this was not one of them, but I just want to hear it because I love the way it come on. It come on real super 1990s R&B. And there's going to be a ad lib on it that goes through the entire chorus. It's a bit agitating after a while. Let me go back and look at some of the comments you all shared. Let's see. Why text sound like Ravi with an American accent? It's that deep rasp. He killing me. I'm about to call the police. No, I'm not on the ground aggressively lip syncing. You better do all the choreo, CD. Nope. Take the beat back. I need to live. Officer, it was the band right there. I don't even remember which song I started picking up Korean with. It was either Winter Child or an Astro song. Oh wow. Yeah, this was it for me. This was 21's entire catalog. I learned a lot of my accent, a lot of my pronunciation from the way that those women sang. They're really important to me, and I'm going to be really emotional during their review. They did this song on so much. They did this song so much justice on the unit. It sound cringe. It's so iconically cringe. One thing that I can say about many main lead vocal lines, one vocal is for belting and the other is for runs, and Jay was the run. So yeah, Heartbeat could have sounded better vocally with him. I agree. It could have, even though I can't stand his singing voice. Can't stand it. I love to hear Jay Park rap. You want to talk about some rapping? This damn boy, and he's not the only one. There's quite a few amazing artists out here, but that boy got the lung capacity that gets the job done. But I can't stand to hear him sing. I don't. Oh God. Hey, he's got some good songs. I just wish someone else was singing them. All right, let's get over to back to you. Let's do that now. We really about to have an ad because Ashley is selfish and want to look at the videos. Just, yes, Netflix. Yes, I know. Get back to the music. So even though this is 2009, it does sound like late 90s, early 2000s. Back to you, back to you. Oh, we about to fight. You can keep him singing. He do that more than he does rap. I had to pick up the speakers. They was rattling. So it still got some jam to it. It still got some bop to it, but that back to you will drive you nuts after a while. You'll want to back up off it. So a lot of you I see are saying something about like, it's got a real bedroom vibe to it and whatnot. So I think what happens with a lot of people, because we think of these music label heads as old men, like JYP is just turning 48 this year. Just turning 48 this year. So in 2009, he was still a young man. He was still in his 30s, So, and he make bedroom music. So he's been on the scene since 1992. He's worked with artists both in America and in Korea. So he had an understanding of what would have some longevity. Even if the music sounds dated, it still works. This one does, at least. Heartbeat, not so much. But he still had an understanding of what would work and whatnot. But he was a young man. He was still, he was young. Like, I'm trying to be as clean about it as possible. So you're going to hear a lot of that trickle down into 2PM's music because they were pop artists, whereas 2AM were ballad artists. They still had a pop vibe, but they were nurtured and taken care of differently because of Big Hit. So 2PM were his little minions of sexuality and expression. And like when you get to the song Electricity, like, shh, like, I just want to skip to it just real fast, right quick. I just want y'all to I just need you to hear Electricity. Just the way it come on. It's a lot of shit talking in that song. But it come on with this thump. Come on, baby. Move your body, baby. Come on. You like, yeah, I can move a body or three, So there's a comfort in being grown and sexual that these guys were able to play that out. They were the freaking beast idols long before we had Popeye's biscuit thick show new, or we had put you in a harness Wanho. And I have to say his name that way. I can't just say Wanho. I have to say Wanho. I gotta put emphasis on it. Long before we had all of that drip, we had these guys. There was no one else who was as thick as they was, who was as muscular as they was. It was a lot of disrespect. Oh God, like they was fine. Oh, they was fine. They were fine, and there wasn't no one walking around looking like them. There was no one walking around looking like them, and it wasn't no one walking around looking like Wonder Girls. JYP had it locked for a moment with the curviest ass, curved you could get in Korea women, and then having these freaking refrigerators walking around. They was all box shaped like a refrigerator, y'all. It was a time to be alive. So so I'm pulling up Electricity and I'm sweating bullets talking about it. So now I need to put the fan on myself, and I gave myself a hot flash. God. So let's go up a little bit. Not a bootleg Michael Jackson. This beat, it sounds bedroomy. This song slaps. This reminds me of the late 90s and early 2000s in the desert singing sadly boy groups. Yes, bedroomy. My mom was like, why is Usher singing in Korean? See, like this song, no, but the audio tune could have been done away with chronically. This is what would be considered a sexy melody in the 90s. Don't judge my words. I was trying to keep PG. It depends on the song production for me. I like hearing Jay sing, but his high notes tend to sound grating after a while. Why was everybody and their mama going to the desert to sing their ballad R&B songs? What the Destiny Child cater to you is going on here? What the Jodeci cry for you is going on? Let's go back even further. Why is Usher singing in Korean? I hear it. Oh my God. JYP got me with the collab with Conan O'Brien. That's my jam. I like that song. JYP didn't make Elevator for no reason. Dirty man. Good Lord, my jam is about to come on. JYP could always write and produce a song. Some of our favorite songs from JYPE were written or produced by him. I miss the whisper. Excuse me, when 2 p.m. and M Black. Oh my God, when M Black. We ain't in the M's. We still in the numbers. I ain't even hit the A's yet. Like, I've not hit any A artists yet. So A Pink, AOA, like we got such a long way to go. It's gonna be a fulfilling ride. It felt daunting at first, but it's energizing now. Your description of Show New and Wano. But did I lie? No lies told. Jesus, those two groups made me blame it on the Jews. Yeah, the whisper. Speak the truth, Ashley. Chocolate abs. It just reminds me of my friend saying, you making a sex playlist? Because I was downloading every Vicks album. Tekken Woo Young, Lord, you got me dead with Show New and Wanho. Refrigerators, I'm weak. Oh my God, my ultimate Wanho. Your ultimate is fine as hell. He could come out in a licorice harness and I would be like, that is a look. That is fashion. Woo Young is woohoo for a reason. I'm excited to see your opinion on Astro. I'm excited about Astro, I'm not going to lie, because I saw their debut. I saw them when they were rookies and then they grew up and I was like, I can't. So I've not listened to them since. So yeah, that's gonna be fun to get around to that. Before we had I Will Choke Slam You and You Will Enjoy It, Ravi. Yeah, he will. He'll choke you. All right, Electricity. We gon' JYP. Oh, 2 p.m. We're back. Come on, baby. Move your body, baby. Electricity. There's a dance practice? Oh, bitch. We didn't know, but we know now. Oh, God. These certain things don't come up in America. Some things only come up in Korea. There's certain videos I can't find at all in America. There wasn't a dance practice. It's a dance cover. I didn't need that in my life. Okay. Here we go. I know we done skipped a whole ass album, but whatever. Roll with me.
J-Walk, hey, oh, 2 p.m.
Body roll.
Back. Come here, let me move your body, baby.
Come here, let me move your body, baby.
Give it to me, give it to me, baby, give it to me, give it to me, baby. Come here, let me move your body, baby. Come here, let me move your body, baby. Give it to me, give it to me, baby. Give it to me, give it to me, girl. 나는 멈출 줄 모르는 에너자이저 음악만 넣어주면 난 끝없이 움직여 너의 몸에 이룰 모두 다 풀어줄게 So 기회줘 내게 내 음악은 너의 몸과 마음속으로 들어갔어 모두 짜릿하게 만들어 자 시작한다 다시 시작한다 다시 시작한다 자 1, 2, 3 Let me touch you 눈을 맞춰 모든 걱정들이 잊어버리고 내 앞에서 변하는 표정을 너무 보고 싶어 너무 보고 싶어 Let me rock you indigo electricity 내게 맞춰 머리끝부터 발끝까지 퍼져가는 전율을 느껴봐 Do you feel it baby Do you feel it baby
So, yeah, when you say things like, trust me, who was giving medicine to the pharmacist and feel your body changing little by little, like, and that's what I have to say about that. So, yeah, you're feeling the vibes of that. I'm enjoying your reactions immensely, like, Woo-Young came in on that chorus, like, let me give you this electricity, ho. You was asking for it. I'm bringing it to you. You ain't got to beg. I literally counted it off for you so you'd be okay. I just gave you a little bit of a heads up that I was coming to get you. So much shit talking. So much shit talking. But let's go back to the first album. Yes, like we've gone too far. We've gone far too far. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. The enjoyment of it all. The magic. 2 p.m. was like, we'll say it. If no one else will, we'll say it. I love it. Ooh, I don't need this evil. Ooh. We're not going to talk about Ravi. Oh, Lord. We ain't on Vicks. We ain't nowhere close. I done dropped my phone. I wasn't ready. Wait a minute. No, I'm not twerking in my living room. No, my cat ain't judging me. I wasn't ready. All that talk, and I was not ready. Body rolling music, screaming like a 16-year-old. It's one of those songs they play in a movie when they enter a strip club for plot reasons. The song that made me go down the beautiful hole of 2 p.m. in K-pop. I blasted this everywhere I went. I don't blame you. I love the way it sounded in my car. One of my cars, I had major speakers. This sounded like a Ludacris song. Fair Girl and Too Hard. Wait, why does it sound like Bottoms Up? I'm watching their live of Electricity and I want these hoodies. Same? Yes. This sounds like Trey Songz Bottoms Up. I'm enjoying your reactions immensely. I'm all the way messed up. How are they harmonizing their yells? Thank you, Matthew. Thank you. How do you... Beast Idols, that's how. How do you decide we're gonna yell, let me rock ya, but you still got harmony on it? Let me rock ya, let me rock ya, let me rock ya. Like 3-part harmony is that? Like the disrespect. Sort of not really. It does give off a similar vibe of Bottoms Up though. It don't give me full-fledged Bottom Up. Bottom Up is at a different beats per minute and it's not a match for me. It stands on its own. No, I wasn't hip rolling in my chair. Nope, not at all. It's a slap. It's a bop. It's a mood. It's a vibe. And then we go back to their debut album and we go to 10 out of 10. The first song that they released as their single. This had Jay Park and all of them flipping around like little coffee beans, hot off the heat. It's invigorating. It doesn't withstand anything. GOT7 did a redo of it. Other groups have as well. When they went, let me rock, yeah, and my soul jumped. Your soul knew what was up. Here we go. This is dated as hell. I like the guitar, but it's dated.
That girl 너무 예뻐 Oh my god 기가 막혀 이건 본 적이 없는 그런 아름다움이냐 말로 설명해도 알아듣지 못할 거야 책 속에서나 볼 수 있는 꿈 속에서나 만나보는 그런 여자란 말이야 날이면 날마다 오지 않아 뒷모습이 너무 사람을 괴롭게
So you see how the delivery is not on the beat? They just talking.
이건 참을 수가 없어
Rap singing.
괴로워 영화미녀는 괴로워 볼 때보다 더 괴로워
Her lips are tasty, 10 out of 10. Her legs are gorgeous, Her waving hair, Everything from head to toe.
나를 보고 있는데
쉽죠?
말하는 목소리가
쉽죠?
만나볼수록 어쩜 빈틈이 없어.
So it's dated as hell. That's 2009, and it sounds far older than what it actually is. But that song worked wonders for them. 10 out of 10. It's 3 minutes and 27 seconds. And Jay Park is the lead rapper on it. It's about a very attractive woman, as I just told you, if you never knew what it was about. How many freaking awards did this thing get? Like, it brought a lot of attention to them. Plus, they was flipping around and shit in the video and whatnot. Ain't nobody had seen nothing like that. So they were really drawing a lot of attention at a time when they didn't look like, I don't know what happened between them releasing that album and then the video for Heartbeat. I don't know what like souls they ate, what like exercise regimen they went on, what dietary changes they had, but between that video in August and then Heartbeat in November, the chocolate abs was so strong, the swell in their neck, some of them necks was about this wide. Like, I don't know what JYP fed them over the summer. Probably a lot of whole chickens to share with no one. I eat whole chicken sometimes. And if you're American, you're probably like, oh my God, what? But a chicken ain't supposed to be as big as it is in America. So I can eat a whole chicken here. It's a definite for my protein. In fact, I'm going to more than likely buy one a day. They're about this big. So if I can eat a Texas Roadhouse steak or a burger from back home that's this big, certainly I can eat a whole chicken. But when I say that he was feeding them whole chicken, I mean like whole chicken buffet. I feel like they had 2, maybe 3 a piece with protein shake. Like, it, you don't understand how swole they came back from one video to another. I don't. Tech's neck was so, okay. We're getting off subject. Let's go back. Let's read the comments because I'm out here. We've been at this for 88 minutes now. We're almost at an hour and a half mark. And a lot of it has been me waiting for my voice to warm up, partially listening to music, and then me losing my shit about the swell of their existence. Once again, this sounds like Usher. Their intro sounded like Caught Up, and I love it. The way he hit that, oh my God. Okay, sir. But the video for 10 out of 10 is so dated. It really is. How come nobody warned me about tech? Lord, you Google the photo? This sounds like an early 2000s Usher song, dancing in front of my vanity, cheerleader routine song completely. Don't sound like an Usher song. It doesn't sound like an Usher song to me. None of this stuff does. And a lot of it, everybody associates music with different things where they be like, oh, I could hear someone doing this. This might sound like a slower version of Caught Up to someone, but Usher would sing fucking circles around these damn boys. So it doesn't resonate with me. I have a lot of moments where I can have song association by instrumentation, but not by vocals. Sounds like the song that plays at halftime of a basketball game. It would fit. Whatever he fed them, he gave the recipe to Jellyfish Entertainment, and their CEO gave it to Vix. I challenge that. Vix was real scrawny for a while, and they didn't have to worry about being as fine as they are now because they were the tallest idols for a moment until SF9 came around. Like, I mean, K and K, like they weren't worried at all. They were like, look at N. Look at N. He's gorgeous. He's fabulous. Would you look at Leo? We absolutely abducted a mass murderer and put him in a group. And we just want to see what happens. We put Hong Bin in here just because. Why not? Like, so they did some other things before they decided to feed them. Like they started feeding them the 2 p.m. diet after Voodoo Doll. After we got that first win and had everybody, because y'all know he in charge of everything, had everyone, including the office workers, the Cordy Nunas, and the videographers, all dye their hair the same color so there would be Vix Unity. That's when they started feeding them. I don't at me. Whatever Wonho and Shonu was eating, like a whole Costco's chicken. Oh no! I remember when everybody and their mama slept on Tech. I just don't know what the hell they were thinking. He was fine before the military photos came out. I think it's a vibe on it because your mind immediately goes to the early 2000s. Without a shadow of a doubt, it does, because they were still. What was going on then was it still wasn't as many Western producers dabbling in the music to keep it spot on. SM Entertainment wasn't having that issue because SM always worked with a variety of producers and still does, which is why the music that's coming out in these past 2 years sounds so much like music that you would hear at home, just in a foreign language. But JYP was like, no, we good. We got this over here. They've been feeding Monster X that formula since pre-debut. Oh God, they have. Ooh, they have. So yeah, it was some super swell going on. So we're gonna leave that album because my enthusiasm is too high and it's dangerous a little bit. It's giving me a little bit of a lightheaded vibe. And we're gonna just jump on over to. Are we going in order? Yes, we're going in order. We're jumping over to Hands Up. That's the one that had electricity. But there are other. Where is Give Me the Light? That was on the debut album. We're just jumping around because this is not like it's a GMPD. I'm just giving y'all a sample of what you can anticipate hearing when I review the albums. And when I review them, it's to encourage you to go listen to them in their entirety. Hands Up. I can literally see like Dream High. Oh my God. Hands up. Put your hands up. Up, 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 up. The memories of 2 p.m. just being the things they are. Look at that nasty ass pizza right there. Why would you put potatoes, corn, cheese? Like, oh God, I can't wait to get back to American pizza. All right, here we go. This is Hands Up from their 2011 album, Hands Up. They had 3 singles from this: Don't Stop, Can't Stop Without You, Thank You, and Hands Up. Even though the album is named Hands Up and Hands Up is the first song, they didn't release it as a single until June 2011. The album came out June 2011, but they had already started playing songs from it in 2010, building the anticipation for their fan base to really, really want to hear it. So it was smart to do it that way. You heard Electricity already. That was the second track on here. You go from Hands Up straight into Electricity. But there's what's another one? There's a song on here that's very smooth, like a movie. Oh, they tried their hand at Ballad, and I'm gonna play it for you because the harmonies are amazing. All right. Let's go with Hands Up first. You already heard Electricity, so you've heard one of 3 songs I'm going to share from this album. 2 p.m. is about due for a damn great moments in production and delivery.
Everyone put your hands up and get your drinks up. 온 세상이 함께 미쳐. Everyone put your hands up and get your drinks up. Now put your hands up, put your hands up, put your hands up, put your hands up, put 내게 번세 내 말에 동의하는 사람 많대 오늘 끝까지 계속 달려갔세 이리야 기나운세 이건 귀로 듣는 피로회 복제 영양제 바퀴를 터뜨리는 게 복제 밤새 흔들리는 불빛에 딱 어울리지 내 말 맞대 어디는 내 음악에 맞춰 Everyone put your hands up and get your drinks up 온 세상이 함께 미쳐 Everyone put your hands up and get your drinks up now put your hands up put your hands up
So it's fun. It's fun. They make a lot of fun songs like that. Michingo Go Crazy is really, really fun. And the remix of it that I love playing all the time is super fun. So they were good for making those party vibes and whatnot. You heard Electricity already, but now I want you to hear Hyunghwa Charam, Like a Movie. Oh my God. It's beautiful. There's no bass line until the very end of the song. It's all orchestrative. This is when they were starting to come further into their vocal dexterity. On Put Your Hands Up, not Put Your Hands Up, on Hands Up, the chorus is held down by the Magne line. And then the verses and whatnot are held up by the old heads, the young line. But in this particular song, Like a Movie, you're going to hear a lot of variety from all of them. Tech stays in his lane. He delivers a real simple rap towards the end, and that's good enough for me. Like, I don't need nothing else. This is fine in and of itself. But it's beautiful. The song sounds ridiculously beautiful, and they're reflecting on the capacity of a relationship. I'm going to play it all the way to the beautiful reverb and echo of the chorus. You're going to hear a 3-part harmony. And it's, oh God, it's a beautiful song. It's a beautiful song. There's a higher probability of Hands Up getting about a solid 4 in terms of album review than 1:59 p.m. 1:59 is kind of all over the place. It's a little bit dated. I might give it a 3 or 3.5 on my scale of 1 to 5. And to help you understand what my scale is, my little spiel that I say, to help you with that, let me give you the appropriate text because I don't say it every day. Genuinely, I usually do all my recordings on a weekend, which in turn means I can't remember the words because I only look at it on a weekend because that's the only time I have to just sit down, listen to a crap load of music, and record. So, and now I can't find it. Look at me. I'm performing so well for you all. So K-pop fans, on a scale of 1 to 5, with 1 not worth mentioning and 5 worth listening, the album a day rank for this is blah, 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 blah. So I'm only going on a scale of a 1 to 5. A 5 is like, you got to listen to it. You have to. You might as well own it. It should be like in your repertoire of random play. And a 1 is like, we've had a 2.5 album. When I did One Time, Third Time for Your Mind was a garbage ass album. It was so awful. But for the most part, we've had a lot of 4s, a handful of 5s. We've had 1, 3. But those early albums, I kind of anticipate some of them being garbage because there's some moments where you have like the N-word dropped because they're emulating American rap and whatnot. It's awful. All right, let's get to this beautiful song, Like a Movie, that I'm not playing. There we go.
오래된 영화 속에 우리가 있어 그 안에 우린 너무 행복해 보여 기억도 나지 않던 낯선 곳에서 우리 추억들을 찾고 있었어 눈물이 났어 아니 눈물이 나 지금도 널 생각하면 널 보고 있으면 되감아봐도 다시 보고 또 봐도 I miss you more and more 널 잊을 수가 없어 다시 누굴 사랑하지 속에서 내가 보는 영화 속의 주인공처럼 날 사랑하던 그대로 돌아와줘 아무도 모르게.
That part is so beautiful. Oh, it's so beautiful. You go from all of them singing in one key to dividing in two and then to three. It's so beautiful. Oh my God.
내 사랑하던 그대로 돌아와줘 아무도 모르게.
Basically, he's singing about how he wishes things would go back to how it was, as if they were an old movie where she still felt the same way about him. She doesn't love him anymore. And it's like, you get this kind of heaviness. And I mean, the song picks up a little bit. It maintains that vibe the whole way of just this reflective, it hurts a little bit. But you get this smack dab in the album after all of these just slaps after slaps of pop music. And it's like, wow, you didn't know the guys had the capacity to do this because they didn't really show it off in their debut album. They just didn't. They did not show why them and 2AM were once one group full of 6 ballad singers and then 4 rappers. They didn't show that until this. And it's just so beautiful. And they're all wispy and shit because of the JYP breathing technique, singing vocal whisper crap. Like, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. I love the timbre of their voices in this. The seamless interchanges between the members is really nice. The talent, woo. They also allow the voices to breathe by keeping the track simple. It moves a little bit with a very simple drum, but again, you are spot on with that. It does give a lot of space and spans, and they allow the piano to perform and the strings that come in later. It's very well put together. So that was their second album that comes in at 48 minutes and 25 seconds. That came out in 2011, although they dropped songs from that album in 2010 just to get a feel of how it would come. And then they came back in 2013 with Grown. It's technically their 5th album overall, but Grown was grownish. Grown was grown. Grown was grown. They came out at first in May, so I was really excited. They came out with Come Back When You Hear This Song first with cute choreo. Na 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 na. And then they came back a few days after that, May 6th, and jumped straight to May 11th where I'd have told you, be so guy, pony eye, pony. Yeah, like that video was fun. So it's a fun album. It's 44 minutes. They are known for giving you an album. They really wasn't about that. They really wasn't about giving you these mini albums and shit that other people was giving. They was like, no, you gon' listen to us. You gonna listen right now. So, Come Back When You Hear This Song is a super long title, and it made me laugh because, like, historically, things associated with my business, we have very long titles. It's so unfortunate. And I'm like, maybe I got it from them. Who knows? I don't know. So Come Back When You Hear This Song is what we're going to listen to first. And then we're going to jump over to Dangerous. And then, to hell with that. We're not going to do Dangerous. 2 p.m. is about due for a Great Moments in Production and Delivery. Like, my God, I'm already late on JYP. Wow. I'm already late on Twice. And I'm already behind on Jay Park's Masterclass. Masterclasses are solely reserved for the Patreon groups. So if you want to be able to access that for just $1, you'll be able to see those when they happen. It's just $1 once a month. So if you only give $1 and you stay subscribed for a year, it's $12 a year to commit to my content. And you give Netflix $9.99 a month. So the great moments in production and deliveries, those will still be publicly available, but master classes with extensive notes and things of that sort, those will exclusively be a part of Patreon. They are written on there as such. So if you were wondering why you haven't seen one, that's where they went. So, for more information about my Patreon account, you'll want to go to patreon.com/multifacetedacg. There's only 2 tiers and 2 tiers only, because I'm not going to be able to maintain some of the things that are in my lofty thoughts about how to thank people who pay for my content, but I can accommodate 2 tiers. So there you have it. All right, we're not going to play dangerous because I'm gonna have to plan a GMPD for them. I can't believe I made it this far without doing one for them. It's absolutely ridiculous. They are due. They are due in 2020 or maybe the end of the year. We'll figure it out, but they're due. So we're just gonna go to the bop. And yes, I am gonna look at the video because, ooh, and that's what I got to say on that. Not the infomercial voice. Had to deliver on it right quick. Oh my God. Y'all, if you can see the apprehension, like my hand was scared to touch the mouth. I ain't watched this video in forever. Here we go. This is one of my favorite choreos for them too. 아무것도 못해 내 마음을 내게 비껴보는 것 같아 마치 내 곁에 있는 것 같아 내 머릿속은 어젯밤의 기억에 취해 깨지는 못해 다 너 때문에 미치겠어 너를 원해 가지고 싶어 만지고 싶어 빠져들어 deeper and deeper 내 몸과 마음이 끊어서 널 원해 빨고 있던 사탕을 뺏긴 날처럼 돌아버리겠어 뭘 해 또 집중이 안 돼 마음이 단데 가있으니 뭐가 되겠어 안 돼 도대체 내게 뭘 한 건데 내가 이러는 게 말이 안 돼 나를 보는 빛이 비칠 것 같아 June K was like, to hell with y'all. I'm about to let y'all know who I am. Oh, yeah. My glasses don't fall. Ha ha. Crotch grab. We gotta fast forward, y'all. We gotta fast forward. I can't let the video end without hearing Tech tell me that he think about me. Okay, so now that I've gotten that out of my system and we've shared that moment and me losing my shit like it's a freaking MV reaction, let me put my glasses back on. Literally, sweat was starting to happen right here. It's such an understated, so sexy, so grown video without all these unnecessary bells and whistles. All you're seeing is them in black and white, wearing black and white with one female. You see pearls get snatched and broken, and you see them in the car and the window is falling. Like, it's really nice and subtle, and I love it. I love it. The chair dancing is everything. The inhumane sounds that I'm making right now. I got pregnant after watching that. Never knew it was possible. That turn, the booty shake, right? That chair dance though. Okay, so apparently I knew more 2 p.m. songs, just didn't know the artist. Yep, Matthew, no. I'm about to cry. I'm about to cry. Oh my God, they were so fine in this video. Ashley with the ugly face, though. The Jinju snatching at the ear, snatched the pearls and scattered her existence all over some steps. I feel like what I feel is that it's kind of symbolic of like I'ma scatter your soul everywhere when I'm done with you. They were so fine in this video. Ooh. Oh my gosh. By the way, who told Woo Young to lay in that damn bed naked? Yeah, 2 p.m. said y'all don't need them souls anyway, so we might as well take them off your hands. That's when Woo Young became biased. That's when Woo Young became my bias too. Oh, why are they so fine? By the way, do realize that my house is next. I can't. So there's I don't remember if I did a reaction to ADTOI when I was still doing reactions, but there's most certainly a reaction to Udi Chip, My House, because I dropped my camera. I was sitting on the floor in my bathroom because it was wonderful acoustics, and everybody kept trying to tell me in advance, like, Ashley, Tech turns into a wolf, and I'm like, okay, big wop. Like, he's had snakes on him, and I hate that animal, but I watched it because of him. Like, it can't be that big of a deal. Him coming around that corner with one contact and saying, oh, I wasn't ready. My House was originally a song for June K, which he did do solo on his own album, but he first lent it over to his fellow members, and they put a little bit of a different vibe on it. On June K's album, it's more jazz-esque. It's very smooth. You can see the growth in his vocal strength. So it's really, really nice. The falsettos in this song could be better. 2 p.m. ain't never been known collectively to have just slapping ass vocals when it comes to certain notes and things of that sort, but they still deliver. But yeah, the way that they did it as a group is a little bit more sassy. It's a little bit more sass to it. It's a little bit more drip. There was this confidence. It was just really, I like them a lot, as you all can see. And despite liking them, I'm going to be clear about where their albums lack, where they lack. They have some GMPD quality things. Is that the one with the grim fairy tales in the video? Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And we're going to listen to it now. And I'm playing the video version because I want to look at them. Let me take my glasses off again. It's like when that guitar come in. Yay! Stank face.
Hey girl, take you home tonight. Get the get the get the take you home tonight. Get the oh yeah.
What? Don't do this to me on a Sunday. I was in a zone. You was about to have June K say some aggressive shit. No, I mean Woo Young.
Get the take you home tonight. Get the oh yeah.
Bitch, why? It's trying to spare me, y'all. It's trying to spare me from Woo Young turning around, being wispy. Like, ain't nobody asked for that. Ain't nobody asked for all of that. I could. You stop yourself. Stop yourself. Please stop yourself, because I need you to stop. I need you to stop. Nobody wants us to hear this song. It's like you can listen to it, just don't watch the video. But I really want to look at them. Fine then. We're not going to look at them. We're not going to look at them. We're just going to skip forward. We're not going to look at them. Because they making it seem like it's a bad thing that I want to look at them. Shit was so unnecessary. Like, why did they make this song? Like, it's literally like, nah, we're not doing that. My internet has for real just said, no. I got the dinosaur. No internet connection. I have a solid internet connection. It's not connecting because it's trying to spare my soul. So in essence, what I'm gathering, let me get some feedback from you all because we've been on here for 2 hours now. So let's there we go. I'm trying to focus my existence. So there is a visual component when I do these podcasts. All of that is available on the Great Moments YouTube channel. So if you have not subscribed to that channel because you don't want to download another app to be able to listen to the podcast until it's publicly distributed, you'll want to subscribe to that channel. It's very easy to know which one is mine because there's more than one Great Moment on YouTube. But mine is easy to find because Matt the McWaller has on a graduation cap. So subscribe to that channel. Anticipate that those videos will start to pop back up again the second week of September. They are Monday through Friday because I literally just cannot do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday of this. I can't. It's too much. It's too much K-pop and my brain gets fried. So I'm going to end this stream now because it just turned into some half-ass reactions unintentionally. And I hope that you learned a little bit about some more artists and that you're excited to hear what I have to say about the albums conclusively through an album a day. I appreciate you all kicking it with me and watching me spaz a little bit. If you want to, you can go to anchor.fm/A3 and then the word day. And you'll be able to hear past episodes where I started with one time and have one of 2 a.m. to finish. I go through the entire Korean discography and then I do a final review of the entire experience of their albums and how I feel about it. So I hope you enjoyed this. It was a little sporadic. You will see me more often in live stream form the remainder of this year. You will get some pre-recorded content. Dean had a GMPD, but I've never considered him for a masterclass. It isn't a lot of Patreons. There's only 6 of them. So, whatever they're interested in hearing, of course, is going to be, priority to share and whatnot. But as the numbers increase and I get more feedback about what people are interested in hearing, then we'll do that. There is a Dean GMPD already on this channel, however. The GMPDs until the other YouTube channel gains more momentum they'll probably be split. I might record them on both. Like I might record on that one, but I'll also live stream from my Multifacetedacg channel at the same time so that I can help build those views and awareness. I haven't quite figured out the strategy just yet, but they're coming back. I have to kick it off with twice though. I owe it. And I am still working on Jay Park's masterclass because there was some stuff that I had totally missed out on because I want to take his mixtapes into consideration. Will you leave the stream up on your channel? I missed the first hour. Yeah, this stream will be up. We had a stream yesterday, but that was taken down intentionally. This stream will be up and future streams thereafter, unless it's one of those I just hopped on and whoever was awake is with me kind of moments will be left up as well. So I appreciate it. Y'all rocking with me through a very strangely organized experience. We'll do this more often. I hope you all enjoy your Saturday evenings. You have a good holiday weekend. It's extended for you. That ain't the case out here. I got work. And it was fun kicking it with y'all. As usual, you people are just so wonderful. I hate using you people. That don't work right for me. So my McGualas are dope people. Catch y'all on the flip side of the pancake. Bye, y'all. Boop, boop, bye.